Okay, good evening everyone. I hope you all are doing well and you must have enjoyed your holy vacations as well. Okay, Natik Maheshwari has a question that can school students join this workshop? Yes, obviously anyone can join the workshop. Okay, and whatever I teach or most of the other instructors also in their live sessions or workshops everywhere wherever they are teaching, they teach with a mindset that you are a fresher for them. Okay, you are a fresher in the respective field, so they will always teach you from scratch. So whosoever have a interest of learning, gaining some skill, they can join, irrespective of whether the person is to a school student or college student or like your parents, anyone who is interested, they can join. Okay, Natik Maheshwari. And good evening, Roshita, Prantha, Dharani, Farad, Abhanya, Triyasha, Shaibhavni, Malla Neha, S. Yadav, Samishta Gaur. Good evening, everyone. Okay, so I'm waiting just for 1 or 2 minutes so that some more people can join us, and then we'll be starting with our live session for today. Okay, and I hope you all guys, you all must have seen the thumbnail, and from there you have got to know what this live session is going to all about. Yes, good evening, Iti. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the last live session also, and those who are new, I'm just informing them also that every Saturday or Sunday there are live sessions. On in these live sessions we work on some or the other products in projects in different programming languages. In the previous weekend we were having a workshop on front end project, so there we have made a website of pizza club, something that sort of, basically that was a pizza store website, so we named it Lyriclious Pizza. So you can go in the playlist and you can check this out if you are interested. And today we are going to work on a project of clock widget by using Python and Tkinter. Okay, so I hope you guys will enjoy this a lot, and we'll have a happy coding. And yes, good evening Balaji, Subhajit, Sujit, Neeraj, Kilari, everybody, good evening. Okay, so I don't know like how many of you are aware of, or how many of you know Python, or how many of you are not aware. Okay, so I will be considering each of you as a student for me who don't know Python. Okay, and from the scratch itself I will be teaching you everything. So before starting, I would like to give you some tips, not only for Python, for every programming language, if you will be able to learn one thing. Okay, like if you have learned one language, then you will be basically will not face much problem in the other language. They are just the English word. Okay, the only thing that you need to understand is the like what the line statement is about. Okay, rest of the things are logic building. You have to learn by using one language only. Whatever you have learned in this, that same is going to work for the others. The difference is of only syntax. Okay, and Python is a language which mostly use the words which are English related words. Okay, it's the most easiest language in the terms of syntax. So hope you guys will enjoy it a lot. And yes, good evening Avinash. Okay, okay, so before starting, just have a short introduction about Python. What is Python? So Python is a language which you can use for programming. Okay, and basically this is a language which is full of libraries, modules, and different things which you can use them, and you will be able to develop a product which will be quite useful. Okay, so in this Python we have various libraries, various modules. So today we are going to work on Tkinter. what is Tkinter, how we are going to work. So many things are there, you might have so many things in your mind how it is going to work and all. So before moving further, I will give you a short introduction what we are going to make. Okay, so it's a clock widget. Okay, and how a clock widget looks and how it is. So I have not made it before. Okay, I will be making it along with you. So I'll just show you some samples of how a clock widget looks. Okay, so these are the samples in like how a clock widget looks. So these are the samples from the various phone screens also. You can see them. So they are like that. So clock widget is, you can say, a digital clock. Okay, so these are the clock widgets. So we will be making one such kind where the time will be there as per the current date and time. Okay, so let me move further with that. So yeah, I have given you a short introduction of Python, and I have also told you what we are going to make. So we are going to make this clock widget by the help of Python. So what will happen if we will make it with the help of Python? It's very simple. We have a library. As I have said, we have various libraries. So we cannot write a code to get the time by ourselves, but we have libraries where some codes are already written which we can use them. Okay, so one such library is date and time. So from where we can get the current date and time, you can get the next month date and time, whatever you want you can get, all things related to date and time. Okay, so one such library is there called as date and time in the Python. We will be using that date and time library to fetch the time. Okay, the current time at the very moment when you are running your program, at that very moment what is the time, what is the minute, hour, second or microsecond. Okay, so it depends on you how much you want to show. If you want to show only hour and minute, then you can show that also. If you want to show seconds also, then you can show that also. So I will be teaching you everything. Okay, now we'll be able to fetch that, but will it look good if I will just simply write a time, like suppose right now its time is 7:10. Okay, so if I directly write on my screen 7:10, so will it look nice? It won't look nice. So just to give it some interface, we require some other things which will make it presentable. Okay, so for that purpose we use Tkinter in Python. Tkinter is basically used for GUI, graphical user interface. What it is, graphical user interface is like you are a user, okay, and I am a developer. I have developed a clock application and you are coming to see it. So if it will not look nice to your eyes, you are not going to use it. Simple thing is that. If you are going to buy something, you will see if the mobile phone interface is okay, if your laptop interfaces are okay, then only you buy. The first thing is your interface. So that's why to provide it a good interface, we use Tkinter. Okay, and yes, good evening Neeraj and Vibhanshu. Yeah, I hope everyone else is also excited. He is excited for the new project. So I hope you guys are also excited, and it's going to be add one more project to your resume. And basically this project hardly takes half an hour, but since I'll be taking some background of the Tkinter and some Python things also, which is like whatever I'll be using, I'll be explaining you a part of it. Okay, so first I will start with Tkinter, or I can start with date and time also. So first I will start with Tkinter, then we will come to date and time. So how you are going to work in the Tkinter. And one more thing, before Tkinter, what editor I am going to use. So I am going to use Jupyter Notebook. Okay, and I will be giving you short introduction how to install it and how to use it. So if you have good access to your Wi-Fi and all these things, then you can use that. Okay, and I am happy that most of you are excited for this. Yeah, Neeraj I'll be happy that you will make it. Yeah, so how to install Jupyter? We have a software called as Anaconda. We can use that. So in this Anaconda, you will get the complete package of everything which is required for your Jupyter Notebook and all these things. So the first website is www.anaconda.com. Okay, so you have to use this website. From there, this is just open source and free of cost. Open source means it's free of cost, you can use it. So just here on the right hand side, a download button is there. Okay, just click on this download button. So this kind of pop-up will appear, and you can see in the bottom a download has already started. I am just simply pausing it because I am already installed. I have already installed. So once the download is complete, what you have to do next? You have to just simply install. After downloading, you have to install this exe file. Just run this exe file, it will directly install. So just 2-3 steps will be there. You have to switch next. Okay, and it will be there. No such issue, it's very simple. Okay, now the next thing is, this is about installation. Now one more option is there. Suppose you are not having good Wi-Fi, or you are not having enough space and all these problems, then we have Google Colab. Okay, this is like your Jupyter notebook only. Google Colab, the first one is https welcome to collaboratory research.google.com. okay, so just a minute, let it be open. Yeah, so you can see this kind of interface will be there. So it is exactly like your Jupyter notebook. Okay, so you can use this also. This will not require any installation, it will not require anything. Directly on the web you can do it. It's just a bit slow, but you can work in. Okay, so just right click on the bottom right side, new notebook. Click on this new notebook, it will open a new notebook. Okay, you can rename it whatever you want to, and then you can work on it. So I am giving you guys 5 minutes to, yeah, this is there. If you want to rename it, just write the name whatever you want to give. Okay, so I am giving 5 minutes to download or to open Colab, and if you are using any other editor from earlier also, then you can use that also. Okay, so we are closing this, and I am closing this also, and yes, right now I am keeping Colab. So just 5 minutes, quickly complete your installation process, and then let me know, we will start. Okay, you can write your opinions or anything, any doubts in the chat. I am looking at that also. I'll try my best to solve it. Okay, so I hope you guys have done the installation process and you guys are ready. Okay, so once you are done with the installation process, I am closing this collab and closing this also. And what you have to do in the search bar, search Jupyter Notebook. Okay, and here it is. Just open this one and wait for few minutes. It will start by itself and it will open in your Chrome browser. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to, on the right hand side there is an option for new. Just click on new and here is notebook, under notebook Python 3. So I have clicked on that and here is the new notebook. So I am renaming it as clock widget. Okay, and this is here. Okay, now first of all I will be talking about Tkinter. So just search Tkinter. So as soon as you will search Tkinter, the very first link will be of doc.python.org. Okay, so this is the official website, official documentation of Python. Okay, in which documentation they have provided Tkinter also. Okay, so we'll extract some of the information from this Tkinter and we'll see whatever is of our need. We'll learn about this because it's a huge documentation and it's not possible for me to cover everything within half an hour or 1 hour. Okay, so we'll be just looking at it, whatever is important to us. Okay, so I hope you guys are also coding along with me, and as soon as I'll start writing, so I hope that you guys will also start writing. Okay, so from the starting only, if you see anything which you use, since see this Tkinter, some codes are written in this Tkinter which you are going to use. So for that purpose we need to start it. Okay, we need to, for starting it, we need to add those files in our project. Like our project is clock widget, this one. So we need to add the code which is written in this Tkinter module. So modules are, you can say that they are like a file which you have to use. So for using them you have to import them. Okay, so here you can see it's writing from Tkinter import star. So it means it is saying you, so import from Tkinter import star. Star means everything which is written in the Tkinter. So it asking you to add, you are asking the browser compiler to add everything which is written in your Tkinter. Okay, and then it is writing from Tkinter import tk. Okay, so this is a part of Tkinter which it is importing. Okay, so doesn't matter for us for now. Okay, so we have imported the Tkinter. Okay, after that here is the thing. The very first thing is, it is a hello world program of Tkinter. So in Tkinter we have first the root is for main window. Okay, for creating a window we use root is equals to tk. Why tk? Tkinter, we are importing Tkinter as tk. Okay, what we'll write, we will write import Tkinter as tk, so that what will happen, we in short, in place of wherever we have to write Tkinter, we can write tk. Okay, and then after that it is talking about so many things like frame, grid, label, button. So that's all, that is a separate thing. Okay, so that I'll be explaining along with you once we'll start writing the code. So whenever we will be there, to each and every line I will show you the reference from where we are taking that line and what is the meaning of that line. So for of now, whatever we have learned, we'll write that is import Tkinter, okay, as tk. That's it. Then next we will write from Tkinter import star. I want to import everything. That's it. Why I have written import Tkinter as tk? Because I want, wherever I have to write Tkinter, I will write tk in short. That's why. And I have written from Tkinter import star. I want to import everything. Okay, that was importing the Tkinter. Now I have said we will also need date and time. So we'll write date and time in Python. Okay, because this is also a library. This is not a module, this is a library. So this is the official documentation of date and time. So here also, first of all, for using this we have to import it. Okay, so this is a library called as date and time, and we have separate time and separate date also. Okay, so what we'll need, we will need to import this also. how we will going to import, there it will be written somewhere. Yeah, from date and time import this. So like this you have to write. Okay, so but for of now I only want to work on time, so instead of date and time I will write only time, because there are separate library for time also. Okay, so we only want time, we don't need date for of now. So I am using time library. Okay, so we will import this library. Just a minute, I will show you. Yeah, here it is. From time import whatever you need. Okay, so there are two types of time, GM time and STRF time. So you can see what are and how we have to use them. Okay, so first one is STRF time. This is the time format which we will be using as. Okay, STRF time is a string which is specified by the format arguments. Okay, and it shows you the local time. So here is the various sets of directives which we use in STRF time. %A for weekday and %A for local full weekday name. Okay, then month name, full local month name, date and time. For of now, what is of our use? Hour and minutes. So you can see for hours we use %H. Okay, and for minutes you use %M. And we have basically two types of time system. One is your 12 hours clock and another one is your 24 hours clock. So we will be using a 24 hours clock. So for that we will use for hour %H, for minute we will use %M. Okay, capital M. For second we will use %S, and we also need AM PM. So AM PM we have %P. So these are the things which we will be using from time library. So we will import these things also from time library. Import STRF time, because we will be using that. Okay, from time import STRF time. Clear? Now one more thing is there, we might be adding some images also to make it look, because in the clock widgets you have seen in the background some images are there. So we also want to add those images. So for that we have another library called as PIL. Okay, so if I write PIL in Python. Okay, so basically this one is your Python library which we can use to import, to add images. So I will write from PIL import images, import image, which will allow us to add images. So import image, comma image tk. Okay, so that is all about. Right till now it's not giving any error, it's not doing anything. If it will show any error, so it will come over here only. Okay, so for executing this, what you have to write? Shift enter for executing, and for changing the line, enter. So we are done up to this. Now we are going to create the main window. Okay, so for creating a window we need a function. There is a function called window.main. Okay, and I am using window.main variable. This is a variable, window.main. Okay, it's not a function, sorry, it's a variable. So window.main, and I am going to use Tkinter. So I am going to create this main window from Tkinter. So I have to write Tkinter, but in place of Tkinter I can write tk in short and .tk. Now I am writing .tk. This first tk is for Tkinter and the second tk is your main window. Here also you can see how you have created the main window. Root is equals to tk, Tkinter.tk. So that's why similarly I have created the main window. Now I will execute it. So till now we have created the main window, but we haven't called our main window. We need to call this also. So how we are going to call this? That will come to, first of all I want to give it okay, let me call this also. For calling you have to write in the end window underscore main, whatever your variable name, window name is, window main dot main loop. So this is a function which will call your window. Okay, now you will shift enter, so it will open this kind of window. Okay, you can see this kind of screen it has created. It might not be visible, this is a white kind of screen. You can see this is having a name right now tk. this is not the actual name. I want whatever name I will give, like this. Okay, so now you can see it's not like a output which is coming over here. It's like a separate application, like application opens. Similarly, your clock widget is also opening. Soon we'll be creating it. Right now it's just a empty window. Okay, but you can see what a Tkinter provides. It provides an interface which will be like a real life application. So that's why we are using Tkinter. Okay, now I'm going to give this window a name. So how I'll give it? Window underscore main, and I want to give it some title. So dot title. Okay, and in the single quote you can write whatever you want to. I'm writing clock widget by Lyriclious. Okay, by Lyriclious, and I want to give it some space, defined, like you can give it the dimensions also. So I am giving it a defined geometry by using dot geometry function. I can give it the specified space, like I want 640 cross 480 pixels, suppose. So this is the dimension, this is in pixels. So you can give the desired dimension also. Now when you will execute, just a minute, this is the previous one, I am closing this. Now when you execute again, okay, so it's giving error. Okay, no issues. Let us check it. It's showing you the error is bad geometry specifier. Okay, it's asking you to use double quotes instead of single quote. No issues, we'll use double quote also. And also one more mistake is there. I have used capital X, that will be a small x, that's why. Now it's okay. Now it has opened. Yeah, this is the clock widget window. I have specified it to this dimension, so it is okay. So use double quotes, and this cross will be a small x, not a capital X. Okay, so we have okay, I have not shown you where the title is. So now you can see here clock widget by Lyriclious. A title is also coming on the top. Okay, and the dimension of the screen has also grown up. So I wanted this much dimension, so I have given it this much dimension. Okay, now before making our clock, I want to apply a background image to this. How I am going to apply this? So I am closing this for of now. Now I will apply background image. So you can give it a comment just for your understanding, that background image. Okay, background image, so that what will happen in the later sessions, whenever you will revise it, so you will be able to understand. Okay, so now I'm going to add the background image. So first of all, you can check in your descriptions, there is a link which is given to you under a heading requirements. A link is given, so that is a link to this folder W0002. Okay, in this folder these are the images. So this one is their home background image. So I will download it, you guys will also download it. Okay, download. After downloading it, go to the section where it is downloaded. Okay, show in the folder. Now this is there. So I am cutting this and I am putting it in some folder on desktop. Suppose I am keeping it in front end workshop, or not front end workshop, I am keeping it in some other place, like any folder. I am keeping it in workshop. Okay, this is also having, so okay, I am keeping it over here. Okay, so this is having background image.jpg. Now just right now don't close that folder, keep it there, we will require that folder again. Okay, so I have downloaded it and I have kept it in a folder. Wherever you want to, you can keep it, no restrictions, anywhere. Now what I will write, take a variable image equal to, now I am going to apply the image. Okay, so how I am going to use image from PIL, image tk dot photo image is a function to add the images, photo image. Okay, and then I will write image dot open. So I am going to open this image, and I have to tell which image I have to open, so I have to give it a path. So from where you will see the path of the file. So for that purpose, go through the file, right click on this file, go to the properties, Okay, and here it will show you the location. Okay, this is the location. Just copy this location, close this file and come back here and paste it. Okay, and after putting the location you have to put one more, and one more thing is, in the location it is giving you single slash. Just replace all single forward slash by double forward slash. First thing. Second thing, in the end add one more double forward slash and write the name of the image, that is home home background.jpg. okay, and now just save it. After that, now let's again execute it, and before executing we need to add it in a label. So I am taking variable L is equals to label. So label, and then in the label we have to add image equal to img. We have to put this image, we have taken that image, we have opened that image, now we need to put also. So we are putting that image somewhere. Okay, so now we have put that image in the label, so there your label is your screen only, and then I am using l.pack to put it. Now we will execute this once again, and now you can see this background image is applied on your screen. Okay, simply, so simple and easy. So I am repeating once again. First of all, in the image variable I have opened this image from this particular location where I have kept my image which I want to apply, and then I have kept I have applied this image on my by using label on my window. Okay, now this was your about image. Now our background and everything is set to go. Now we will be creating the time. Now the only thing is left to display the time. Okay, so for that I am creating a function called as def time. So in this function we will be creating the complete code for time. So first of all we need to get the time. Why I am creating the function? I am creating the function because whenever, like suppose you have run this program once, okay, and you have opened that output screen for 10 minutes. So it doesn't mean that for 10 minutes this time remains same. You want to refresh that every time. So it means you have to call that every time. So in that case what you have to do? You have to call this function again and again. So that's why I have written in function, so that we can recall it. Okay, now I am taking a variable called as a string, and in this string I will be taking the current time by using strf time function. Okay, from the strf time what I want? Hours. So %h. Okay, then colon. This is the method. We will write, like suppose 7. How we display the time? We write it in this way: 7 colon 23 minutes colon 55 seconds. Like this we write. So in same way, at place of 7 I have written %h, and 23 is your minute, so %m, then again colon, then %s, 55 is your second, and now is after some space I want am or pm, so %p. Okay, just save. So remove this thing. This was just for your explanation. Now we need to put it somewhere, so I am using a label. Okay, and label.config to put it in at place of its label. So I am writing text is equals to string. What does it mean? Text is equals to string. In the string we are having current time, so I am equating text equal to string, so that this time will be displayed at the place of text. Okay, and then I am using label dot after. Okay, so what does this mean? I want to refresh this label after what? After 1000 milliseconds. Okay, so it means after each seconds. After each seconds I want to refresh this time function again. So now if I execute this, so you can see this kind of interface is there. Right now also we are not having time. Why so? Because we have created this time function but we have not called this time function. So now we will come out of this time function. We have created it, we have put it the time and all and everything. Now we have to call this function. So we will come out of it and we will create one more label. This label is your own variable. Okay, it's not label, it's your variable. So I am taking label equal to label. Now in this label I will be creating and I will be calling this. So where I want to put this? Window, in the window main. What is your screen name? Window main, window underscore main. Okay, and after that in this window dot main you can customize this also. It's not like you can directly copy paste it. It will look good if you can change the font size, if you can change the text, you can change the font family. So these all things are there, you can change it. I want to change font, so I have written font is equals to, you can give it some font. I am using DS digital, or it's not necessary, you can use some normal font also, whatever you want to. Okay, then your font size. Okay, first is a font family, second is your font size, and next one is your font weight, that is bold or simple, whatever you want. Then next is your background properties. So I am giving it background equal to black. Okay, put it B cap small. Background equal to black, and I have put it this small. Yeah, background equal to black. Then I can give it some height also, that is suppose height equal to 2. Then I can give it some border width also, just to make it look good. This is all about your CSS. Okay, just to style it, otherwise you will not use that these things, then also it is okay. And then relief. Relief is your border. Okay, so I want a solid border, so I will write solid. Okay, then we have what else, what we can do more? We can do foreground, isn't it? We can do foreground white more. Yeah, foreground white, that is foreground is your text color. Okay, foreground equal to white, and that's it. I am closing this out. Yeah, so that is there. Now what next we have to do? We have to place this label somewhere. So I will write label dot place, and I want to place it in your main window where you want to place it. So I want to place it at x coordinate 270 and y coordinate 110. You can put it anywhere of your choice, but I am trying to put it in somewhere center. Now after doing all these things, I will call my time function. Okay, now I will execute it. Okay, so it's giving some error. Window main is not defined. Let me check if I have given, okay, I have given W small and here I have given capital. That's why. Okay, so now this has executed, but it's not displaying anything. Okay, let's check something, or the something has maybe went wrong. Okay, so what happened, we have done this image, that was okay. Then we have created our time function with strf time, this is all okay. Hour, minute, second, then text is equals to string, it is also okay. Then label after that is okay. Then this is equal to okay, background is missing. Okay, now it is okay. That was the previous window. Okay, every time just do remember, whenever you are executing, so just close that screen, that window, otherwise the same will be there. Okay, so now again execute it. Okay, now it is opening. So I have put it somewhere here. Okay, so this is your clock widget. Now it depends on you how you want to customize it, how you want to put the fonts, how you want to put the text. So there are various ways. Suppose if I, let's play with it, if I change it from 270 to somewhere, okay, 250, and make it to this also 250. So just see what will happen. Again execute, shift enter. So now you can see this time has put it come down. So this image I have taken something like which is having this kind of frame. So I have put it that in that frame, so that it was looking like a image. Okay, so you can put it anywhere. Like suppose if you want to put it somewhere here, you can put on this wooden frame you want to put, you can put there. So it's totally depend on you, in your hands. Okay, so 110. Okay, so again shift enter. Now we are back. So much things, so many things are there. Now it's on your wish that you can change the background image also if you want any other, and you can try any other styling also. All depends on you. Okay, so now only thing is that I'm giving you attendance form. Okay, for your certificates, and you will get the certificates for this workshop as well, and I hope you guys have enjoyed as well. And in last, I'm giving you 5 minutes to clear up your doubts or complete this project, and just you can ask the doubts whatever you have. Okay, so I'm giving you, in the meantime, I'm giving you attendance document. And one more thing guys, you have to fill that attendance document within 15 minutes of the workshop, otherwise that will be expired. Okay, please ignore the background noise, it's something construction going on. Okay, so I have put it the attendance form in the description. You can check that out and fill that. And this was all about your this workshop on clock widget, and as I have promised, it will not take more than half an hour, so it haven't taken, it is only about 40-50 minutes workshop. But why it taken more time? Because the thing was, I was explaining some things about you Tkinter, about date and time. Otherwise, if you, I don't have to explain that, so for the project it will hardly take half an hour. And great Neeraj, I'm happy that you have enjoyed, and I hope you all have enjoyed. So if you do enjoy these sessions, so do write it in the chat that what are your comments, what you want to, and also you can write it in the comments later on how you feel about the session and what you want in the next workshop. Okay, so you can write that also in the comments. So we'll try our best to come up with your request, to fulfill your request, and you can share all these things, all these stuffs with your batchmates also, so that they can also enjoy. This is going to add one more project in your resume. Yes Natak, what is your doubt? 2-3 more minutes, and then that will be the end of this session. Okay, I'm giving this time, and you guys can add your attendance. Just fill the attendance form from the description. Okay, Natik is asking what to write in the college and year section of the student. So in the college section, write your school name, and in the year section, write your which standard you are, like 6th class, 7th class, whatever you are. So you can write that. Priyanshi, attendance form is given in the description. You can check that out from there. Yeah, one more thing guys, you will not able to, maybe what you have to do, it will be visible once you will refresh the page. So for refreshing, what you have to do, you have to left this out live session, then again go and come back to the session, or refresh means you have to refresh the complete page. Okay, then it will be visible. What you will do, once I will end this session, just leave this, okay, and then come again, refresh your YouTube and come back on the Lyriclious page, Lyriclious channel, and then in this workshop only, in the description check, you will be able to get the attendance form. Okay, if I will show you, so I'll show, let me show you. It's not like it's not given, it is given. Just see on my screen, here it is, attendance form. After requirements, it is given. but it will not be visible to you. Once you will refresh the page, then only it will be visible. Okay, so just check that out. Anything else? Any other doubt, guys? Okay, so that's the end of today's live session, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it a lot. Thank you, everyone.